Hi, this is a man called Bruce. I'm here with Paul Brzezowski. He is a 39-year master woodworker and the owner of Tsunami Guitars. Paul, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, Bruce.
We're here at Tsunami Guitars to talk about their custom solid body electric guitars, which are hand built right here in Cleveland, Tennessee. Paul, how'd you get started building guitars?
Well, Bruce, I was learning how to play guitar, and one day a friend looked at me and said, Paul, you got 39 years of woodworking. Did you ever think about building a guitar? So I went home that night and I started to make a list. I thought, well, I'd like to see some more sustain, maybe a little better attack. Thought I'd like to maybe make a piece of art, something that would be unique. And when I finally got done with the list, I added reasonable cost. Then I went out and bought the components I needed to finish the unit, went down into my wood shop. 3 weeks later, Tsunami 001 popped out of the shop.
Your guitars are unique for many reasons, but one important reason is that they have a special tonal chamber and wooden pickguard design that works together to add sustain and attack. Tell us about that.
The tonal chamber concept starts with a 1/8 inch thick wooden pickguard that all the pickups and electronics are mounted into. The 1/8 inch wooden pickguard, which is standard on every Tsunami, sits on top of a routed out 1 inch deep tonal chamber. What happens is you get a much longer sustain and greater attack because this 1/8 inch pickguard is way more acoustic than a solid body. So there's a large difference. A resonant factor sets up between the pickups and the strings because this tonal chamber pickguard can now vibrate ever so slightly with the strings. So the whole pickup string package now has longer sustain and you do get greater attack.
You know, that's what I want. As a guitarist, I'm looking for longer sustain, hotter attack, and more responsive pickups. Let me show you what I mean. Now my Tsunami has a unique design, one of a kind. Paul calls it the double wave. I've never seen a guitar like it. It's very unique. Now Paul, when someone orders a guitar from you, can they just draw a simple outline on a notepad and send it to you? Tell us what people can expect when they order a custom-built Tsunami guitar.
Actually, they can. There are some functional restrictions, obviously, in building a guitar that we have to pay attention to. So when I get together with a customer, I try to build what they want to turn it into their dream guitar. But the tonal chamber has to exist in a certain size. Of course, it has to stay in tune. There are some traditional issues that certain guitarists like that always are going to be there. But yeah, if somebody has a crazy design, we can pretty much do it.
Paul, tell us about pickups.
The pickups, generally, we can do almost anything anybody wants with pickups. Had single strat pickups wired like Black Beauties 232. Had a fella give me a vintage pickup his father had owned, incorporated that into a guitar. This particular model I'm holding here, although it's left-handed, is what I call the souped up telly. The first 3 positions on the switch use only the Telecaster style pickups. The last 2 positions on the switch use this overwound humbucker, which then of course changes it from a country Telecaster guitar into a hot rock and roll guitar. This is a great guitar for cover bands, and I've sold a number of them.
How about wood considerations? Are there certain woods you prefer to work with?
As far as woods, obviously hardwood. But since I have the tonal chamber and 1/8 inch pickguard scenario, I can have much greater latitude on what kind of woods I use, because I am a firm believer that a pickup mounted in a 10-pound piece of wood does not have the resonance that it does when I'm in a 1/8 inch pickguard made of hardwoods. So I have a scenario where I can add things like lacewood, purple heart, cherry, white oak. Here's white oak and lacewood racing stripe. The back of this guitar features a cocobolo stripe, quarter sawn white oak, brown oak that came from an old barn in Pennsylvania. And I have a lot more latitude to make a much more beautiful guitar using a variety of hardwoods, because my tonal chamber allows me to do that, where I'm not fighting the 10-pound body. I've got my tonal chamber set up, therefore I can create a beautiful piece of art.
Tell us about whammy bars.
Right now, I install Bigsby's and Stutz bars are the 2. They work well with my tonal chamber system, and they work well for these guitars.
Excellent. Now, how does someone get in touch with Tsunami Guitars?
Tsunami Guitars currently has 2 major ways. Have a Facebook page, Tsunami Guitars, where people can leave a message and I'll get it. And then there's the website, www.tsunamiguitars.com, which has a contact page that has an email address, a phone number, and obviously the link to the Facebook page. So there's a number of ways people can contact us. It's not really a problem.
Normally, custom-built guitars made to your own specifications cost thousands of dollars. How much is a Tsunami guitar?
Basic guitar starts at about $350 for a Strat-style double cutaway with 3 single coils, standard volume and tone, hardtail bridge. It can go all the way up to about $650 for exotic shapes, strange pickups, special wiring that could cause basically me to have more hours in the shop. That's how they're priced out, by the difficulty of the build, and I want to make sure that they're perfect. I try to keep my prices as reasonable as possible because I just feel that it's right. You should be able to get a guitar, a high quality handmade guitar, for under $1,000. And right now, most of the guitars I'm making are falling in the $400 to $500 range.
Well, there you have it. Custom solid body electric guitars made to your specifications, hand built right here in Cleveland, Tennessee. Paul, thanks for having us.
Thank you, Bruce.